Have you ever noticed that just by the world around you, what's happening around you, it can impact your mood? Do you ever think that maybe you can control your mood by what you're feeding your mind? Hey, hi, how's it going, everybody? Dr. Goat here once again with another Car Talks. And today I want to talk about how you can put yourself in the mood, in the mindset that you want to be in. A lot of people wait for a good mood to happen, hope for it to happen, but the truth is you can actually control it more than you think. So don't get me wrong, I have had plenty of days, plenty of times, points in times, and still will, on and off, when I kind of let my feelings get the best of me. But I have come to learn that, no matter what happens in the world around you, no matter what hurtful thing your friend might have said, no matter what that random person flipping you off on the road did, no matter what's going on around you, no matter what negative thing is happening, you get to choose. You choose what mood you're going to be in. Like I say, yes, you may be irritated when something happens, but you do have control over how you feel more than you think you do. So honestly, for me, I spent a lot of time letting what the outside world did affect me and my mood, and I could let it ruin the whole rest of my day, and hopefully that next morning I wouldn't think about it so I could have a decent day finally. What I've come to realize though is that even when these things happen, I can take a moment to understand the way that I'm feeling and think about why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And also tying this back to, if you have not seen it, my video about reframing. A lot of the times anymore, I will, in the moment, or maybe not in the moment, but shortly thereafter, while I'm still in that crappy mood because I let myself be affected by it for a little bit, I will look at the situation and, hey, this random person on the road cut me off, flipped me off, honked their horn at me, mad at me for whatever reason, even if I didn't do anything that I believe was wrong. I can take a moment to, like I've talked about, reframing it and take a second to be like, okay, they may not necessarily, it may not have been just something that, I did that caused them to do this. They could have been in a real crappy mood because of something that happened to them earlier in the day. They could be struggling with this or that, whatever reason it could be. But I can kind of learn to understand that, it's not necessarily about me. And even if you don't look at it that way, even if you don't take that approach to it with reframing it, thinking about, realizing it's not always about you. Everyone is worried about themselves, and they do things because of themselves and the way that they're feeling and what's going on in their life. They really don't give two craps about you. But even if you don't look at it that way, you can understand that, hey, you're mad, you're sad, you're upset, whatever it is, it's an emotion that you do not want to be in, ideally. And you can, from there, do something that's going to put you in the mood that you want to be in. Basically, key concept here. Your mood is affected by what you consume, whether that be conversations that you're having, music that you're listening to, movies that you're watching, just literally anything you're consuming. For quite a while there, and I still like to listen to some of these podcasts or watch the scary movies and that, but for quite a while there, I would be only watching like horror movies and listening to podcasts, one of my favorite podcasts, Murder in America. But I was listening to and watching so much negativity that, not even realizing it, I was putting myself in a real negative mood, like constantly walking around thinking negative things, expecting negative things to happen, not even realizing that it was literally because of what I am consuming. Whereas if you're watching comedies, you are listening to comedy podcasts, you're listening to upbeat, more positive music, just music that gets you feeling good, I guess. If you're consuming that over the horror movies and the murder podcasts, there's a much more likelihood that you're going to be in a positive mood, thinking positively. Kind of crazy, right? So, going along with that, you can shift your state, your mindset, by being intentional with what you're consuming. But by taking a minute to think about it and realize the type of things that you're consuming, the types of conversations you're having. Are you gossiping about people, talking negatively about people, talking about, all the shitty things that are happening in the world right now? Or are you talking about fun things that you like to do, things that you could be going to do, different, shows that you're enjoying watching, whatever? Are you, once again, watching horror movies or true crime documentaries about people killing each other? Or are you watching comedies? Are you watching things that are upbeat, fun to watch, things that you're laughing at? Typically, if you're laughing watching something, you know that that's a more upbeat thing. If you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened, I can't believe that this is going on in the world, you can literally feel it inside yourself, the way that these things are making you feel. So if you can intentionally feed yourself positive things, you're going to be more positive. It's right there. Me personally, the moods, the states that I like to be in, I either like to be learning something or I like to be happy. Those are the two things I like to focus on. And I tend to switch back and forth between them throughout the day. I like to either listen to podcasts that are going to teach me something. Joe Rogan, for instance, he'll have sometimes scientists or whatever on. If he has someone on that I think, wow, this might be interesting to learn, I'll listen to it. Obviously, he'll also have comedians on there as well. I'll listen to that if I'm just looking to be in a good mood, so I'll listen to him for things. I'll listen to, like, say, Tony Robbins. If I want to learn something, about the body, about myself, about the way people think, you can listen to him. You can listen to Jordan Peterson, whatever. People like that to learn. And then when I'm just looking to laugh, looking to be in a good mood, as far as podcasts go, I might listen to Bad Friends with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. I'll listen to The Tim Dillon Show. Listen to Two Bears, One Cave. Just things like that that'll put me in a good mood. So, 4 practical tips here to make sure that you are putting yourself in the moods that you want to be in. And I'm going to tie these in with the couple that I like I said, curiosity and learning, and just being happy. Okay? So, for learning and growth, I got a little list here. I'm going to just read it off the list instead of, So, for learning and growth, curiosity, whatever, listen to motivational speakers, podcasts, or videos that challenge your thinking. Things that are going to actually make you deeply think about them and see how you can relate them to your own life and see what you can take away. That's the key thing there, is taking something away from what you are feeding into your mind there. Okay, so number 2, for happiness and positivity, watch comedy, listen to upbeat music, or engage in activities that bring you joy. Another thing, for instance, as far as activities go, I've lately been getting more into gaming a little bit on my PC. I like to play a dirt bike game on there, or I like to do car driving simulation type stuff. Those two things, they can irritate me at some points, but overall, I'm learning more as I'm playing, and I'm also enjoying it. It's typically a fun thing to do. So 3, something I need to work on a little bit more here. But for energy and focus, move your body, get fresh air, or even change your environment. Sometimes you have a hard time focusing. You have a hard time focusing when I'm sitting in the living room with the TV blaring or whatever going on. It might be hard to focus, so you go to a different location for that. Obviously, for energy, get up and move, exercise, lift weights, run, ride a bike, whatever it is, anything physical that you like to do, that's going to help your energy. And then lastly, number 4, audit what you consume. If something is draining you, swap it for something uplifting. Pay attention to the way that things are making you feel, and if something is constantly draining you, you're going to have to really look at it and swap that out for something else. Something that's going to put you in a better mood. Something that will help your energy. Something that will help you to learn. Something that will help you to be happy. Whatever it is. If something feels like it's pulling you down emotionally and just draining your energy, you're gonna need to see what you can do to swap that out for something that's gonna be better for you. At the end of the day, the energy that you're in is a choice. You don't have to wait for a good mood. You can create one. So next time you feel off, ask yourself, what can I do? What can I watch? What can I listen to help put me in a better mood? Because your mood is based on you and what you are consuming. You can always change it. You can always adjust. Do whatever you got to do to make life more enjoyable. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you do to help put yourself in a better mood. And as always, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.